Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 7. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. Today, I want to do a few different things. Between episodes, I tweaked our refined storage importing setup here, so I now have two ender chests. This one is just for the quarry, and then this one is going to be for basically everything else. And you'll notice they each have 6 of these importers. Although only the ones on the quarry right now have speed upgrades on them, and that's what I want to deal with first. So, in order to make a bunch of speed upgrades, so that we can actually maximize the import capabilities of this setup, we need a bunch of sugarcane to make sugar. So, what we can do is make a fairly simple setup here. We'll just throw down a sink. This is from Cooking for Blockheads. It's essentially an infinite water source. And then we'll go... I'm going to need 3 things. So let's actually... Let me just grab just a little bit of cobble. Because we're actually going to want the setup here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Break the cobble, and then we're going to need cables, pipes, and transporters. This is only going to be a temporary setup. I will move it elsewhere later on, but for now I want to get this thing actually moving. And then we'll grab some of these blazing, we just need the one actually, and then probably going to need a couple of ender chests. And what we can do is put our blazing ender cell here, grab our cables, and go 1, 2, 3, 4. So these things will start filling up with power. Then we'll grab our pipes, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And then what we need to do is go configuration, bottom, input. So this will input water, and then we also need, man, I wish this had like one more side, because we need to put flint in here as well. I mean, I suppose we could just do it from the front. It's not going to look great, but it'll work. So let's go here, and then oh, I actually can't do it from the front. Ugh, that's a little annoying. It should be okay. Since this is a temporary setup, I can just put the flint in manually, which is like less than ideal. But we need this to output. I mean, actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. We'll just go with one more set of cables. 7 should be okay. And we'll just do every other. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Grab the pipes like this. So again, we need input from the bottom, because that's what we want the pipes to come from there. Let's grab our configurator and change this to fluids. There we go. That way these will start filling up. So that should be good. And then the top, this will be our output. But then we'll say the left side will also be an input. Like so. And we can grab some logistical transporters like this, and just hook all those up to each other. So these will push in the flint. And we'll go here. And then for now, I'm just going to grab a chest. Let's use this iron oak chest that I have sitting around. We'll put that right here. Stores, it's essentially a double chest. Items, pull, and then we'll just grab a whole bunch of flint. and throw that into this chest. And then you'll see these should start filling up. No? Why are you not filling up? Auto input enabled? And auto output enabled? I'm not sure why it should be pulling the flint from here. And I'm not sure why it isn't. Well, let's just make sure that this actually works first. So let's just grab a little bit of sugarcane, toss that into here, then grab some flint like this. Oh, because it doesn't actually need flint. Really? That's weird. Because when I look at this, it says it requires flint in JEI, but I guess it doesn't? Okay. Does it consume the sugarcane on use? That's the other thing I want to know. Let's just see. Or does it just keep it in there? That's the other thing that's important to know. Because if it just keeps it in there, I can actually get rid of like half of this setup. Okay, it does consume the sugarcane. So we need to provide it with sugarcane, and then it will output to another chest. So let's just grab these, and we'll bring it up above to make this a little bit easier. And then it will output to an ender chest that I guess I'll put here. It doesn't really matter that much. Change these to output. Oh. Okay, if this is... I mean, I think this should work. If we take all the flint... let's just throw this on the ground for a minute. Throw the flint back into the system. Let's just grab some sugarcane. If I put a sugarcane in here, well, yeah, that'll get taken. Okay, so I guess it just doesn't need flint, even though JEI says it does, which is a little weird. But that is perfectly fine. So let's split the sugarcane we have up into four relatively equal stacks. And we'll just throw that in here and let it start doing its thing. And then what we also need is one red dye, which we will put on the middle one. And that way, the sugarcane will go into the ender chest over here and get sucked back into the system. So this will allow us to essentially double our sugarcane. I mean, it's not an amazing setup. It's not going to be super fast unless I throw some upgrades in it, which I probably could. We could look at thermal. And there are upgrades here. So we've got, let's see, we'd be looking for type machine. Maybe transfer, destroys excess non-primary, increases generation. Those are dynamos. Is there not one for just make thing faster? Increases process speed but reduces RF efficiency. Okay, so this is what we'd be looking for. So to make this, we need lead gear, redstone flux coil, that's all easy, and then Electrum plates, which are just made with 2 Electrum ingots. Can I? Or I can make a small plate cast, which seems like a much better idea. So let's grab a little bit of gold. Let's grab our ore hammer. And let's go Electrum. I don't actually have any. So what's Electrum? Electrum is gold and silver? Is that right? Let's see. Casting table. Molten Electrum. Yeah, gold and silver. Okay. So grab a stack of gold and a stack of silver. And that will be Electrum. Do I have an Electrum thing over here? I don't think so. So we'll put it in one of those. But then we can just go ahead and make an Electrum cast real quick. We'll just throw in 64 silver ingots, let those smelt up. And then we'll throw in 64 gold ingots and all that kind of good stuff. So that should get this thing running pretty quickly and help us get a ton of sugarcane. All right, I got this all running. All 4 of these have 4 of those flux linkage amplifiers in them to increase the processing speed. And I counted it out. Basically, it'll do a full cycle every 15 seconds or so. So these are each producing, roughly 8 sugarcane per minute, which, if you think about it, really isn't that bad. I mean, that means we're producing half a stack of sugarcane every minute. And we're not really doing anything. We're just kind of leaving it run, and we don't have to harvest it ourselves or anything like that. So I swapped this out for an ender chest, a yellow-coated one. You can see this is filling up. Back here, there is an ender chest with an exporter going into it, and it's just set to sugarcane. So it will just slowly tick sugarcane into here, and that way these will restock themselves as well. And once this chest is completely full with all 9 stacks in it, then it will start filling up our drawer again. So that'll be good. Now, this is obviously going to take a while to build up a large amount of sugarcane. So in the meantime, I think it's time that we start thinking a little bit about making this place look a little bit prettier, because it's pretty ugly right now. Now, we don't have chisel in this mod pack, but we do have a mod called chipped, which is very similar, but instead of using a chisel, it uses these tables here. So let's just do a few of these. We need to make a crafting table. And this will allow us to make the mason's table, which is probably the most important one, because this is the one that works for stone blocks and stuff. And you'll see if I come over here and grab, like, I don't know, some dripstone, we can toss this guy into here, and it does nothing. Okay. Is dripstone not mason's table? If I wanted to do, like, polished cut dripstone? Or cut dripstone? Oh, this is all just create stuff. Okay, so we actually don't need it for dripstone. So, never mind on that one. So what do we actually need it for? If we look at chipped, there were some different things in here that could be pretty cool. You can see there's just a ton of different blocks in this mod pack. So, like, glowstone would be a cool one if we want to do prettier lights. Although that's not really, like, that wouldn't use the mason's table, I don't think. That would use the scholar's table, it looks like. But, like, stone, for example. Say we just wanted to use regular old stone. We could take this guy, toss it in here, and then it gives us basically the same sort of UI as using, like, the stone cutter from vanilla. But it gives us just a ton of different extra blocks that we can change it into. Some of them are the vanilla textures, just standard, you can change back into stone and stuff like that. But also there's a lot of kind of unique stuff, which is pretty cool. So what I want to do is make all of these different tables. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different ones. And that way we essentially have all of the different chipped blocks available to us. So I'm going to get those made. They do seem to take up a fair amount of space. It looks like they take up 2 blocks. So am I going to have enough space? 4, 5. I'll have enough for 6, but not for 7. That's a little unfortunate. I'm just a tiny bit short. I mean, I suppose I could have them stick out this way, like that, and we could go at them from this side. That's probably what I'll do. So yeah, I'm going to get all those made, and then I'm going to start playing around with some block ideas and see if we can make this place look, you know, a bit better. Now, the other thing we're going to want to make this whole thing a lot easier is a builder's wand. And I think we're just going to go straight for the infinity wand. It requires a nether star, but thankfully wither skeleton skulls are really not that hard to get when you have a cleaver that greatly increases your chance of getting skulls. So that should work fine. And I think what we'll do is we're just going to go for it. I mean, we've got OP armor and a pretty powerful sword, so I think we're just going to, as I said, we're just going to go for it. Let's just find a spot. What's over here? A cave? Let's go this way until we run into some stuff. Sure, something like this. Let me throw down a torch or two. And we'll just grab an excavator. And we'll just fight the wither right here. This is fine. It doesn't have to be anything, you know, we don't got to go crazy with it. So let's just give ourselves a little bit of space. Go like so. And here we go. Wither fight time. You know what? We do have arrows and a not great bow, but it is a bow. Did it just... No. Oh, it's up there. Okay, I am actually taking a lot more damage than I thought I was going to. Heal. We'll just, you know, let our health regen. These hamburgers are gonna be awesome, but I'm just waiting for one more. There we go. Probably better off just smacking it with the sword. We are not doing nearly as much damage as I was hoping to. I am dead. Okay. Well, that's not great. I may have underestimated the wither fight. Let me go get my stuff. It should all go back into place right away, so I should be able to just, you know, grab it and go. We'll just get in, get out, and escape, and then I'll do some actual proper preparation, and hopefully we'll be fine. Let's see if we can actually get our stuff back. Oh no. Where is... Is up there? Come on. Got it. Okay, we're fine. Okay, we got our stuff, but yeah, I think we're gonna have to do some more preparation work, and then I think we'll be okay. So the best base damage weapon in the mod pack, like as far as Tinker's materials go, is Supremium. And Supremium is a pain to make. You need, to make a Supremium ingot, you need Prosperity ingots. Those are super easy. But then you need 2 Supremium essence. To make a single Supremium essence, you need 4 Imperium essence, which requires 4 Tertium essence, which requires 4 Prudentium, which requires 4 Inferium. So long story short, is a lot of stuff. But we can totally do this. So first of all, let's work our way back to Prosperity. I've already made a Master Infusion Crystal earlier. And let's just make 4 stacks of that. The Master Infusion Crystal has unlimited uses, so that's fine. And then we'll make 1 stack of Tertium, right? Oh, okay, I could have made a little bit more, but that's fine. And then that will turn into some of these. which will then turn into... That is enough for 4. So we are halfway, essentially. Okay, so again, it's not super bad. And Inferium we're getting from our quarry. So it's not like we're really going to have a huge, struggle here. One more stack. There we go. Two stacks of that. One stack of that. And... there we go. All right, so now how much? We have 17, which is enough. So now we need to make a prosperity ingot, which we can make with just prosperity shards and an iron ingot, so that's easy. So let's just make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. And then we turn it into supremium ingots. And now... if we take this to our smeltery, not the burgers. I don't know why it threw my burgers in, but that's fine. We should be able to just grab this blade and put it in here. And I think I can just swap out the blade on this cleaver. Right? We should just be able to fill this thing up. Maybe? Are we a little short? Or is that hardening? Nope, it's hardening. Okay, cool. So we're good. And that used all of it. And now I think we can just do that. Yeah, there we go. So look at our damage. We go from 15 to 28. So almost double the damage just by swapping that out. And it does retain all of its other upgrades and stuff like that. So that'll be a huge benefit. And then the other thing is I would very much like to have more or better power on my bow. Do I have... I've got multi-shot. Looks like I do not have a power bow, which is a little annoying. Thankfully, we could just quickly pump out an enchanting setup real quick. How many books do I have? 42? So let's just make a couple more books. Now that we're producing sugarcane, that won't be a problem. And let's just go here. Plus, we've got our cow farm. So we'll just do that. And then let's make 15 bookshelves and an enchanting table. Just a vanilla one's fine. There we go. And I'm just going to put it here for now. We'll just do the classic round setup. Grab some lapis. Grab a couple of these X-Petrified orbs, which will help us get to the necessary number of levels. And then I just want to make a bow. Do I have a... That one has infinity on it, actually. But either way, we'll just go bow. Just make myself a default vanilla bow. Toss you. There we go. And Unbreaking 3. It's all it used. I was kind of hoping for power, but thankfully, with these X-Petrified orbs, oh, that's the wrong thing. Quick draw power 2 decreases the amount of time needed to fully draw it. Okay. The problem is there's so many other enchantments that, like, you kind of end up True Shot. Increases the accuracy and speed and allows them to pierce. Okay. We're just going to basically end up combining, like, all of this stuff. Flame? Sure. Why not? But yeah, we'll make a powerful bow, and then we'll try the Wither again. Okay, I think we're ready to try this again. Here's the bow. It's got Quick Draw 2, Unbreaking 3, Soulbound, Poison Tip 3, Volley, and Power 3. So this thing should be pretty good. And then we've got our Supremium Rose Cleaver. I also grabbed a Potion of Regeneration and a Potion of Healing that I had lying around. So we're a little bit better prepared this time. Let's try not to, absolutely underestimate the Wither again and make this go very poorly. But I think we'll be okay. So down we go. Let's activate hover mode. Problem. I don't see him. Oh, there he is. I see him. Okay. So now we're firing. Yeah. Now we're doing a ton more damage. Okay, so that's all good. Let's swing over here. Take our healing potion. Take our regeneration potion. Hold still. There we go. And now he's dead. We've done it. Okay. That was a little bit nastier than I thought it was going to be, but it's okay. We made it through in one piece, and it all worked out in the end. Whew. Okay. I guess maybe doing it where there was dirt everywhere wasn't necessarily the best decision, but it's fine. We got our Nether Star, and that's the important thing. So now we can use that to make our Builder's Wand. Okay, now we have our Builder's Wand. This thing is awesome, by the way. I wish we had something like this in vanilla, honestly. And you can just see the way that this works, if you've never seen one of these before, is as long as you have the blocks in your inventory, you can select a side of a block, and it will place down more of those until you use all the ones that are in your inventory. So it's a great way to place a lot of blocks very quickly, which is extremely helpful when you're doing something like swapping out all the walls or the ceilings and stuff like that for a base. And the reason we wanted this one is because all the other ones have durability, whereas the Infinity Wand, using the Nether Star, does not. So it'll be great, and we will absolutely make use of this as we upgrade the look of our base. What I did not realize, however, is that we are actually out of time for this episode. So I guess between episodes, I will play around with different aesthetics and block palettes and stuff like that to see if I can come up with something I really like. And hopefully next episode, we can overhaul this place. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.